Ready.
Reggae Boyz commentary, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, Reggae Boyz commentary, like and subscribe, yeah?
Reggae Boyz commentary. Subscribe, like, and share. Is that the right order?
So, just as I do every single day, I make improvements to my database of Jamaican talents for men and women, comprising players who are born in the United Kingdom, Germany, the Netherlands, the United States, Canada, and even Japan. As you all know, I did an interview quite recently with Darren Moore, the manager of Sheffield Wednesday Football Club and, of course, former Jamaican international, and Cuba Mitchell, Sunderland under 21 midfielder, and I also did a few other interviews as well. So, one day while I was doing my research and following some data trends, I got a message from another player of Jamaican heritage. He reached out to me and I was pleasantly surprised and intrigued, and I'm happy to say that I was able to secure an interview with this individual. Before I go into further detail, let me just say this, Jamaican football fans. This interview is one where you will need to sit down for. This is not any ordinary interview. So get your popcorn, get your chicken and rice and peas, get your drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy this. So here we are, presenting Romaio Griffiths. Enjoy.
So in another series of our players with Jamaican heritage, we're joined with another one, all the way in the northwest of England. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Please, so the viewers are aware, pronounce your first name so that everyone can get to know you better as your footballing career develops.
My name's Romaio Griffiths.
All right, thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to get to speak with you. And firstly, just so people can know a bit about your background and so on, can you tell us who in your family was born on the island?
So I've got a dad who's Jamaican Chinese, and I've got a mum who's Jamaican Indian and German. So there's a whole lot of family back there from different areas that I don't know, but they all come from Jamaica. Parents are Jamaican, grandparents are Jamaican, but from both sides. So there's just a lot of history there that I don't know much about.
Yeah. Okay. And in terms of where you were born in Manchester in the UK?
Yeah, I was born in Cheadle Hulme, and I've stayed there the whole my life. But I've been like Birmingham, London to see family members, stayed there for a few months, and then just kind of settled in Manchester.
In terms of the way that you're brought up and your upbringing as a whole, would you say that you had that sort of Jamaican culture being brought up in Manchester and the Midlands, or a bit of the English culture?
Yeah, because a lot of the Jamaicans went to Warsaw, Birmingham area around there. So when I went to go see Grandma Great or the family members, the accent just came out strong and thick and everything. You know what I mean? So then I picked up a few things from here and there. But then living in Cheadle Hulme, you kind of lose it sometimes because you're not around them kind of people. So I got to lose my accent, change it up, switch it up. So I would say I lost my heritage being in Manchester, but I also went back home and claimed it back again. So it was a balance.
Mm. And in terms of your upbringing, in terms of when you chose to play football, at what age did you say, you know what, I'm just going to focus on football and work hard on that?
It was probably about age 7 when I started playing, and it's not the case of like, oh, I love football. I just played because my boy went, come down, come play, and I started to realize, quite quick, getting somewhere, whatever, and I'll be getting noticed here and there, and I think it got to GCSE level where I went, what do I do here? And I took GCSEs as the priority because education was important to me. Say I break my leg one day, that's that. I need that education behind me. So I ended up having to go back and forth between football, even in college. A-levels came around, the COVID year came around. I was just like, education is more important now. So I'm kind of in that place where now I'm in uni, I've got like time and space to kind of develop that football progress. And thank God I stayed fit throughout the whole process so I can still keep going, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. And before we get into a bit more of, that sort of history, just so people are aware, where are you right now in terms of club and the position that you play on the field?
So right about now, I'm at a local club playing, and I play winger and striker. It's first team, so it's full of like 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds. But I knew that would push me to be an adult footballer, transitioning from the young adult to the adult that I'm becoming.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and in terms of the way where you are on the pitch, are you an attacker, a defender?
Attacker. Well, it depends. Sometimes I can be placed at right back, left back. But then sometimes if they want attacking pace, the left wing, the right wing. I used to play centre defensive mid at one point because I was just quick and strong. But it's about whatever team needs me to kind of utilize myself in that position. And I play for the team. It's just how it goes.
Have you ever been to the island before, Jamaica?
Nah, I've never. My parents always said we're going to go back, and then a divorce happened and all sorts of kind of stuff. So I had that breakage in my life where I was kind of disconnected from my culture. I couldn't see grandparents, couldn't see many people. It was kind of just me, my dad, and the world against me, my dad, and that was it. So it wasn't really much of me to go and see my family and go and see my island.
Yeah, certainly everything in time there. But that would certainly change. And in terms of for you personally, the journey that you've had, when you were in the Midlands or in Manchester, did you have perhaps any trials with any of the local teams there or any of the professional clubs there?
In Manchester, I'd been to United about 3 or 4 times. And the final time I went, they said I was too small. Because I'm 5'7", I think, 5'7.5", something like that. And they said to me, "You're just not the kind of striker we're looking for." And I asked them, "What were you looking for?" They said, "We want someone like Ibra, Rashford, people like Haaland, tall, big, strong." And I said, "Okay, it's not working out." And God knows, God's got a path for me, so there you go. Gotta go with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything, falls into place in time. And for you personally, in terms of the club that you support, would you say it is United or it's another club?
Do you know what? It was Chelsea, because when I went down to London, honestly, bro, it was Chelsea. When I went down there, and I was like, "Yo," and I went to go and watch a game. I said, "I like the atmosphere. I'm loving this club." So even now, I don't really like watching football. I love playing it, but I can't stand watching it because when I watch it, I want to get on the pitch, and it annoys me. It frustrates me. Sometimes I just got to leave the room. But Chelsea for me all day, man.
Wow, interesting. All right. I know you said you're not a big fan of watching the game, but in terms of Jamaica's national team, the Reggae Boys, have you had a chance to watch them, whether online?
Nah, I haven't. The only thing I know about Jamaican Boys is the Reggae Boys. Sorry, is when I watched Bob Marley's documentary, and he was involved in, because I know you're like a local kickabout, and. So that's the only hearing of me and Reggae Boys, and obviously Jamaica wasn't getting to TV football, so you don't really see much unless you search and read about it. X, Y, Z.
How encouraging it is to see that you have the likes of Leon Bailey, Mikel Antonio, Bobby Reid, Jamaican internationals in the Premier League. Is it an inspiration in a sense?
It's good. It's really, really good. I saw Ravel Morrison the other day in Manchester. I think it was Monday, I think it was. And I see them, I just said, "Yo, you're right." And I just kind of felt raw. Like, you used to be Premier League playing the football, and you're right, kind of thing. But no, it's an inspiration to see Leon Bailey and players like Antonio, repping the Premier League and repping for Jamaica.
Yeah, and Ravel played a couple of games at United, but he left. But now he's a regular in the Jamaican national team. Would you say that's a motivation for you as well to one day put on the black, green, and gold?
Yeah, because Ravel came from where I came from in terms of my grandparents. So it was Old Trafford. He was around. He used to go to my grandparents' shop. He'll come get a Super Bowl or something. I'll come get 1, 2, 2 little drink. And my grandma used to tell me stories about him and all sorts. And obviously I did my own research. And he's come from a rough past. He's had his own breakages. That's his story to tell, not mine. But to see where he was to where he still is now, and still playing football and still enjoying what he does, it's an inspiration. So,
wow, yeah, quite a story. What would you say is your favorite Jamaican food?
Do you know what? Oxtail.
Oxtail.
I don't mind meat with the bone. When the meat's on the car, you can grab it, suck out everything. The tutu gravy, rice and peas. It's not too bad,
Nice one, nice one. Do you listen to dancehall music?
Oh, brother, I love my reggae. I love my dancehall, R&B. When you're at the bar, yeah, and the tune comes on, you think, "I'm not even gonna get the drink. I'm just gonna go straight to the dance floor, start whining, pan, and just oof." Yeah, Jamaican music, it has a vibe to it, and you love it, man.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And in terms of your parents, how they feel, if one day you get the call for Jamaica, have you had a chance to talk to them about, because you need a Jamaican passport and stuff. So I wonder if you'd like have a conversation with them one day about getting a Jamaican passport for you.
I think my grandparents would support it. My dad would definitely support it. Me and my mum's relationship is not the best, but we're building it, and by the grace of God, I'm going to get there with her. There was times where we thought we're just not going to work out, and obviously now I'm an adult now, I can make decisions and grow through it. So I'm sure if I had that conversation and it was reality, then yeah, they'll be up for it. They'll support me 100%. That's what they've always done.
And what's next for you in terms of, we're in October, soon approaching mid-season. Is your focus going to be on football, a bit of uni? What's next on your plate right now?
Well, I'm on the first year of uni. I've already started my assignments and I'm ahead of the game. So right about now I can chill. I kind of just put the music on and just relax, speak to friends, whatever. So I've got loads of time to put football in. So I've got football today, got a game on Saturday, then it's training on Tuesday. I've got to go to training for uni on Monday. So football's just becoming part of my life now a bit more when it could have come back a bit earlier. So I'm glad now I can get the opportunity to kind of grow as a footballer, shall I say.
Yeah, and in terms of that routine of train, gym, play, you know, would you say you're getting more accustomed to that routine? You get in the groove of things with that?
Yeah, I think when you're there, everything what happens behind you, all that emotional damage or anything what's behind your life, anything, it just disappears and you don't think about it until you're out of that training session or out of that game. It's all behind you and you're just in it. Tunnel vision, man.
What are you studying at uni?
I'm studying events management. So I work currently now at the football club of Stockport County, being a team leader, doing events management, corporate box stuff. And I really enjoyed it. And it was a passion, bar football, it was a passion. So I said, well, brah, let's push it to Manchester and do events management and just kind of go with it. And you know what? I love it. I absolutely love it. I want to do football events, I love doing weddings, that kind of thing. So at least now I know where my passion lays if football is not the right route for me.
Yeah, but football is not something you're giving up on at all. You're going to keep going and going and going.
Keep going. Got to.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And when you look at, you know, the Manchester area, you look at Longside, you look at Moss Side, Wythenshawe, and you see the Jamaican population. It's just amazing to see that it's like a home in a sense, if you understand what I mean.
Because it's so gas when there's a lot of black people around this area. And when you speak to them, you go, where are you from? Yeah, no, Ghanaian. And one says Jamaica, I go, brah, wait, is that me and you? Yeah, all right. And you kind of connect on that cultural level, and it's amazing to kind of find that thing with somebody.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. And just so people are aware about you a bit more, how old are you right now and how much years you would say you've been committed towards football at this point in time?
I am 18 at the moment, and I started when I was 7, around that something. So about 11 years now I've been playing football, and to the point where, like, if someone sees me on the street from, you know, when you play competitive teams, and you know, oh, I know that guy. They'll go, oh, you're that guy who plays football. Yeah. Oh, he's fast, or he's good at football. Like, I was known for football in the area. So that was just a nice thing for me to be kind of make friends with. Oh, it's the football guy, kind of thing.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, growing up, did you play any other sports other than football? Were you quick? Were you good at athletics?
Did sprinting for Manchester, which is good. I enjoyed it, but then it just, like, football, too much training, too much running. It was like, right, I can't do this all at once. I used to play basketball when I was tall, because I came into high school at like 5'7". Don't think I've grown that much since. So I came in tall, and everybody else just went like that, and I'm staying down here. So I was like, right, okay.
Yeah, you never know. Like you said, you're 18 and men stop growing at 21. You might be 6 foot. You never know.
God hope, please. Once
again. Yeah, and I'm sure you know quite well. I'm quite familiar with Karthik quite well. I just want to know what he's been like, you know, as a coach and as a gaffer, working with him day in, day out.
Karthik he's been a new manager. So when I started, he wasn't there when I started playing, and he came in, and he's like, he understood creating a relationship with a player and then creating a relationship with you. And he managed to create that relationship with me, then create a relationship with a player. And I think it was good for me to have a few conversations with me and kind of talk. So I really did enjoy him being around. I liked him. He was a good addition to the team.
That's great. And would you say, you know, the tactical aspect, the technical knowledge, you know, he's helped you in that way as well?
Yeah, Karthik will sometimes bring me to the side and kind of go, right, Romaio, just, you know, tell me a little tactics, right? Get through this player, because he's reading the game. And when you're in the game compared to watching the game, it's two different angles, man. So he's watching it, he's seeing what the defender's doing. I'm not watching the defender, I'm watching the ball and where I'm supposed to go. So when he sees it, he's telling me the right thing to do. He just helps out in that kind of way, and I love it. Honestly, I appreciate it.
And to the best of your knowledge on the team that you're at right now, would you say, do you know of any more players with Jamaican heritage, or you're just not sure right now on your team right now?
As far as I'm aware, there's one guy that could be. He's got light skin like me, and he looks like he could. You know, when you can just tell someone he looks like he could be. So maybe I'll go speak to him tonight and have a conversation, because I'm seeing him later. But I think there's only just me and him.
Yeah, and finally as well, you know, I just want us to wrap up on, you know, the routine that you have. Like you said, you have uni and then gym and then training. You know, at times, would you say that your days end like at midnight or 10 o'clock in the evening, based on what you have to do throughout the day?
Yeah, there's times I find myself driving home at like 11 at night. Just got the tunes on, just window down, heating on, and just kind of. And sometimes when I park up by the house, I just go like that. Just rest my leg just for a second. Come, I don't get to kind of just sit down and rest for a bit. Oh, his mind's always going. But you know what? That's the life I committed to. That's the life that God chose me to be in. So I'm here and I'm doing it.
Well, Mr. Griffiths, I really, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And we certainly will be in touch. This was great. And guys, follow this journey. Remember the name, Romaio Griffiths. Is that right? Romaio? Is that
right? Romaio Griffiths, that's the one.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, Reggae Boyz commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boyz commentary, like, share and subscribe.